Welcome to the University of Nevada, Reno Arboretum Audio Tree Tours. My name is Rod Hollenbeek, aka the Tree Hunter. I am your host for this tour. This is the Front Lawn Tree Tour. It starts at the intersection of 9th Street and the Center Street entrance. Heads toward the parking lot, goes along the south side of the ore ditch, goes down the long stairway, and ends back at the starting point. Before you start, know that there are 5 Nevada state champion trees of the 12 trees on this tour. This is for 2 reasons. First, these are among the first trees planted on campus, sometime around 1900 to 1910. Second, because the landscape designers picked 5 non-native trees which were not likely to be available locally. There is a pause of 2 to 3 seconds after each tree to let you get to the next tree. But if you haven't yet reached the tree, or if you need a little extra time to locate or contemplate it, please press pause until you are ready, then press play. Okay, let's get started. Begin at the southeast corner of the intersection of Center Street and North. Begin at the southeast corner of the intersection of Center Street and 9th Street at number 1 on the map. Okay, let's get started. From the south steps of Morrill Hall, proceed to the southeast corner of the intersection between 9th Street and Center Street. The tree on the corner is Spanish fir, scientific name Abies pinsapo, probably planted around 1950. A native of Spain, it looks to most people like a spruce because it has fat needles. However, its cones are egg-shaped and upright, while spruce cones grow downward. The needles are soft, unlike the sharp spruce needles. The branches grow level or upright. This tree is the Nevada state champion. To its left, at number 2 on the map, is white spruce, scientific name Picea glauca, probably planted around 1950, native to the northern U.S. and southern Canada. This spruce has 2-inch cones and dwarfs well. There are many dwarf cultivars on the market. As a matter of fact, the dwarf Alberta spruce featured on the Around Thompson and Franson tree tour is a cultivar of this species. White spruce branches grow level or upward. There are only 2 of these trees on campus, and this is the Nevada state champion. Please press pause and continue up the street. When you come to the group of similar-looking trees on the right at number 3, press play. These are Norway Spruce, scientific name Picea abies, probably planted in the 1950s, native to Central and Northern Europe. Its branches tend to droop on each side of the limb, and the limbs tend to droop from the trunk. Its cones are longer than those of white spruce, 4 to 6 inches long. Across the street at number 4 is the third of the spruce species planted on campus, Colorado blue spruce, scientific name Picea pungens, planted in the early 1950s. Native to the northern Rocky Mountains, it grows quite well in Reno. Its blue-gray foliage makes it a desirable accent tree. It appears fuller than Norway spruce, and the branches do not droop. Please press pause and walk on the lawn about 50 feet toward the steps, stopping between the 2 very large trees at number 5, press play. The tree on the right is Siberian Elm, scientific name Ulmus pumila, probably planted around 1930, native to northeastern Asia. It is not susceptible to Dutch elm disease like other elms, but it is attacked in late summer by elm leaf beetles, which make lacework out of the leaves and make them look gray or brown. This tree is generally considered a nuisance tree because it tends to form thickets. This particular tree is the Nevada state champion. The tree to the left at number 6 is the Nevada state champion green ash, scientific name Fraxinus pennsylvanica, probably planted about 1930, native to the eastern United States. This tree is desirable because of its bright yellow color in early fall, But green ash trees all over Reno are susceptible to aphids, which curl up leaves but don't usually kill trees, and a new pest, the western ash borer, which has killed many mature green ashes in Reno. Please press pause and proceed east about 50 feet until you get to another large tree at number 7, then press play. This is eastern cottonwood, scientific name Populus deltoides, planted about 1910, which is native to the eastern half of North America. This tree is fast growing and provides both shade and windbreak to farms and towns in the Midwest. However, it has weak branches which are constantly falling on lawns, as well as cotton, the misty seeds which cause snowstorms in June. This tree's native habitat is along streams, so as a water sucker, it is illegal to plant them in the city of Reno. The Nevada State Champion Eastern Cottonwood is the similar-looking tree about 50 feet from the steps. Between the two cottonwoods at number 8 is Valley Oak, scientific name Quercus lobata, planted 1990, native to interior valleys and foothills of the Great Valley in California. This is the tree you see on grassy hills on the way to San Francisco. This member of the white oak group is identifiable by its deeply incised, rounded lobes. Between the Nevada State Champion Eastern Cottonwood and the steps at number 9 is an elm, possibly Dutch elm, scientific name Ulmus ex hollandica, planted about 1910. There are many elm trees on campus, and except for Siberian elm, which has smaller leaves, they all look similar. Dutch elm was introduced in the 17th century. Please press pause and descend to the bottom of the steps, arriving at a columnar conifer on the left at number 10. Press play. This is columnar Scotch Pine, scientific name Pinus Sylvestris fastigiata, planted 1979. It is tall and thin compared to the species, which is native to northern Europe. These trees are uncommon, and this particular tree is the Nevada State Champion. Across the steps is another Colorado blue spruce. Please press pause and walk back along the sidewalk to the gray-green conifer at number 11, just before the Center Street entrance. Press play. This is Candicans White Fir, scientific name Abies concolor candicans. White fir is native to the Sierra Nevada and makes up about a third of the trees in the Lake Tahoe area. It is identified by upright cones on the top fourth of the tree and by flat needles which stick out perpendicular to the branch. Candicans differs from the species in that its needles are larger and are silver gray. Please press pause and walk across the street on the crosswalk to the tree with the sign in front of it at number 12. Press play. This tree, a Norway spruce, was planted in 1913 to commemorate the Grand Army of the Republic, a fraternal organization of Civil War veterans. This organization was founded in 1868. This concludes the front lawn tree tour. Thank you for joining me in this tour. If you would like to support the Arboretum, please see the options on the donate link on the UNR Arboretum website.